Hey, what's happening? Andy here with the Sports Card Life. Thanks for joining me. Today's video is part 2 of a 2-video series. In part 1, I revisited my old sports card collection. My folks had recently renovated their house and needed me to come pick up all my old sports cards. Well, it was over 100,000 cards, mostly hockey and baseball, some football and basketball, some non-sports stuff, lots of oddball items. Well, I've got the entire collection sorted out. I'm going to recap it and show you a tally of the best stuff. Okay, I just wanted to show you how many cards was in this entire collection. And they won't even all fit into my office. These have all been sorted now. And I just wanted to show it to you like this first, because they can't stay like this. After we break it down and I show you all the good stuff that's there, I'm going to start selling it off. So let's dig in. I've mentioned before that I bought and sold cards as a kid. I remember that I had a 52 Topps Willie Mays, a Gretzky rookie, all the other top rookies of the day. But before I got away from collecting around the end of '91, I'd already sold off most of the best stuff that I had. So I didn't expect to find much of that here in my old collection. A lot of the cards you will see here have been stored away for nearly 30 years. However, I've dabbled back and forth in the hobby in short spurts since, buying the odd box of cards or a few packs here and there. Some of those cards got stashed away with my old collection and brought over with the entire lot. Let's have a look. Okay, here's a quick look at some of the full sets or near complete sets that came out of the entire collection. We got some hockey ones here first. As an example, you can see Upper Deck Ice full set, Black Diamond, just missing one card there. So if they were missing a few cards like this, I kept them and all the stars complete within the boxes. Got some 90s hockey. You can look here, this is kind of neat because the note was written back in '91. Got a full set of the 90 O-Pee-Chee hockey there, 2 more near complete sets, May 14th, '91. That's pretty neat when that was put and stored away. And then we got some baseball full sets or near complete sets. Looks like a score there, some 89 Topps, 89 O-Pee-Chee, and a basketball 90 hoops full set. Here we have a few more O-Pee-Chee hockey near sets and binders. There's 79-80 Wayne Gretzky rookie year, and then 1980, 81, and 1982. As well, an almost complete set of 1983 O-Pee-Chee. Not as many Hall of Fame rookies like the previous couple years, but it does include a Scott Stevens and Pelle Lindbergh rookie, and a bunch of Gretzky cards, including a highly sought after Gretzky and Messier card. It's just a cool looking card. Next, we've got a couple sets of 1990 O-Pee-Chee Premier. This set was crazy hot when it was released and had a ton of great rookies. 1983 O-Pee-Chee Baseball. I would have turned 8 years old that summer, and this was the first year that I remember collecting baseball cards. These cards right here are the ones that I would have opened up from packs that I would have bought in the corner store way back in 1983. And in this binder, we've got some more near-complete sets, some O-Pee-Chee Premier Baseball. O-Pee-Chee probably tried to replicate the success they had with the O-Pee-Chee Premier Hockey. It looks like some swell baseball greats, and some more O-Pee-Chee Premier Baseball, and then some subsets of Donruss Diamond Kings, 87 and 88. Okay, next I have some team sets to show you. And I know these have definitely been stored away for the last nearly 30 years because of how they're individually wrapped. You would never wrap cards like these nowadays because of concerns with condition and how you properly store cards. But this is how I sold them back in the day at card shows. Check this out. You can see the stars listed on each of the team sets. Some 86 O-Pee-Chee baseball team sets shown here. We got Reggie Jackson there, Nolan Ryan, Roger Clemens second year. And we've got some hockey team sets here as well. Looks like some pro set hockey. Here are a few Bakersfield Dodgers team sets. My father and I ordered these in from the States back around 1990 because the set included this guy right here, Frank Humber, who was from our home province of Newfoundland. And a few other base sets here, artifacts, a McDonald's set, a couple of the 25th anniversary sets. And here's a future prospect set issued by Classic in 1991, capitalizing not only on the boom of the hobby, but on the hype of this prospect here, Eric Lindros. A great player whose career was impacted and eventually cut short by injuries. But check this out, limited production of 360,000 sets. No wonder it was referred to as the junk wax era. Makes you wonder how many sets was the norm for regular production back in the day. Okay, next up we've got some unopened boxes. Okay, we got some real nice stuff here now with unopened boxes. Some hockey first, still sealed in the packaging. Basketball, skybox, unopened box there, still sealed. Upper Deck hockey, Looks like a near complete box there. Some random packs, still unopened packs. Hockey, baseball, a little bit of basketball, some Ninja Turtles. Some 87 Topps baseball. I remember ordering these online back in like 88, 89 from the States and selling them at the trade shows. Still a few packs left of those. Same box, or one of the boxes that would have ordered back in the day. Looks like some 91 unopened baseball, rough shaped box. And in addition to that, two real nice ones here. 87 Flair baseball, ton of awesome rookies in that one. And an unopened box of 85 Topps baseball as well. Here's a pretty cool oversized Gretzky box bottom from the Upper Deck box, but I'm going to show you more of that in the next video of oddball items. Next we have more of the star cards and the case cards that came from the old collection. Let's take a look at some of the better ones of these. Amongst the case cards was a pretty good assortment of hockey rookies, mostly 80s stuff. Some nice ones here, some rookies, lots of Hall of Famers, some graded Sakic's there, a few Brodeurs. Found a few nice ones still kicking in the old collection. Rookies here of Gilbert Perreault, Mike Bossy, Patrick Waugh, and a Sidney Crosby Parkhurst rookie. Not one of the high-end issues, but this one is really sharp, so I might send it in for grading. Next up, some hockey autograph cards. I found more of these than I was expecting. Here's three really nice ones, a Wayne Gretzky, Steve Yzerman, and a Mario Lemieux. Also a Steve Shutt, Yeri Curry, and a Luc Robitaille. I picked these up in recent years along with the Gretzky, Yzerman, and Lemieux as part of an auto collection that I'm putting together. This makes a good trivia question for you. What do these players have in common? These 6, along with 14 others, 20 total players, have achieved a certain milestone in the NHL. Do you know what it is? If so, drop the answer in the comments below, and I'll reply with the answer in a couple days. Then we have a nice auto here of the legendary Paul Henderson. I've also got a hard signed Brian Propp and Eddie Olczyk. I got these signed in person at a Bob Cole Celebrity Golf Tournament back in around 1989. Some of the case cards found in the old collection included some patch cards. A few nice ones there, Ovechkin, Johnny Bower. A few more patch cards here, nice Dominic Hasek. And just some random hockey cards of star players, a couple Gretzky's and a few nice Lemieux there. And these next few are some promo sample cards, a few hockey and a couple baseball there. I honestly don't know much about these, how rare they are or if they have any value. I'll have to look them up. Some more of the cards that I had in top loaders from the old collection, and it included more baseball cards that I remembered. Some nice ones here, Bo Jackson, Mark McGuire, an 85 Donruss Clemens rookie, a few Mattingly rookies, and a Derek Jeter rookie. And some vintage older baseball star cards here. One of the cards in my old collection that I remember having as a kid includes this sort of brass card of Lloyd Wayner. I don't know much about it, when it was issued, or by who. If you know anything about it, please let me know in the comments. Here's another interesting card I found stashed away. It's a Bo Jackson Poster Picks Bo Knows Diddley card. I don't know much about it. There's no indication on the card who manufactures it, or anything else. If you know anything about this one, please let me know. Here's a few more football cards as well. I don't know a whole lot about football, so it was just some names I recognized. And here's some basketball cards that I had in cases. A couple Jordans there at the top. Alright, in addition to the case cards, the majority of which would have already been in cases when I brought them back to my place, I've got 5 1600 count boxes now of penny sleeve cards. When going through all of those 800 count and 500 count boxes, this would have been the best of the cards picked out of those and put into penny sleeves. Everything ranging from maybe 50 cent, 25, 50 cent Hall of Famers, all the way up to $5 and $10 cards. So let's have a look at some of the best stuff of this. There's a few additional patch cards that I found in the boxes. No big hits here. And I did find a few more autograph cards in the collection, with a few nice ones. We've got a Henrik Lundqvist, Brad Park, Milt Smith, Guy Carbonneau, and an Adam Oates. Next we have some star player lots. This collection was literally 100,000 cards plus. So once I dug through all the boxes, I was able to put together some nice player lots. There's about 200 Gretzky cards here. And here's a lot of about 100 Mario Lemieux cards. And I was able to do this with lots of other star players and Hall of Famers, such as Steve Yzerman, Brett Hull, Joe Sakic, Patrick Waugh, Sidney Crosby, Alex Ovechkin. And I did the same thing with baseball. For example, here's about 60 Nolan Ryan cards that I found searching through the boxes. And then we've got the rookies that I found, and there was a lot of them. And I was surprised to find some from the early 80s scattered throughout the count boxes. Here we got an 81 O-Pee-Chee dug out of Rod Langway. Brian Propp, Kent Nielsen rookie. Also Larry Murphy, Dave Anderchuk, Glenn Anderson, Kevin Lowe, and a couple Dale Hunters. A few Nick Lidstroms and Sergei Fedorovs. And a couple Pavel Bures, Martin Brodeur, and some Yager. And some more Hall of Fame rookies here. Some really great players, but just from an era that was so mass overproduced that you really need to get them graded in top shape to have any decent value. And there was also a nice few baseball rookies. Lots of Hall of Famers. A couple nice 88 Flair Edgar Martinez rookies there. It was awesome to look back through all these cards. Brought back a lot of memories of buying, selling, collecting, and trading. Man, how many packs of this stuff did I open? It was always a thrill to pull an 87 Topps Bo Jackson or an 89 Donruss Ken Griffey Jr. And then we've got a few 1990 Juan Gonzalez rookies. Error cards were very prevalent back in 89 and 90, even more so in 1990. And here's both variations, the reverse negative and the corrected variation. One of these is worth a few bucks, I believe. In addition to all the rookies, there was also a bunch of vintage cards pulled from the count boxes as well. I separated cards like these from the boxes if they were Hall of Famers, or maybe just really nice condition cards from the 70s and earlier. Nice Don Drysdale there, too bad it's not in better shape. Got a cool Tom Seaver strikeout leader there, and a couple nice Carlton Fisk cards. These are really nice. Got some team checklists from 1973 O-Pee-Chee Baseball. All unmarked. O-Pee-Chee was far less produced than Topps to begin with, and many of these probably got marked up. I should check out some population reports. I'm sure they have to be pretty rare. There was also a few football and basketball cards of star players that I recognized, and I would have separated these from the boxes, but there's probably a few decent cards left in those count boxes, just because I'm not as familiar with the value of football and basketball. And the last card that I want to show you, it caught my attention because it's a sports card that has sports cards on it. With this particular card of Pat Ellenuk, it says on the back that he was also into the hobby and collecting, and actually opened up a hobby store. It's pretty cool. Anyway, it made me wonder how many other times that this may have happened, where there's a sports card with a picture of other sports cards on it. I know in 88 Topps Baseball, I think it was, they had some retro flashbacks or something like that. If you recall any other instances of this, where there's cards on cards, just let me know. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'm probably going to end up putting these case cards and penny sleeve cards into lots and selling them off. Stay tuned for part 3 of this 4-part series. It's going to be oddball sports cards and other collectibles. That'll include inserts, stickers, minis, and all other kinds of strange stuff like that.